Let me tell y'all what I know. So I'm listening to Terrence speak, right? And whole time he's speaking, I'm picking up what he putting down. He's like talking about how they made science based off of straight lines, and how in nature, in the actual universe, there are no straight lines, all the way down to what creates us, which is sound and frequency. We're in waves. Everything is a wave. And so he was like, I mean, the way that they got to, I guess y'all don't really care, but the way that they got to creating these straight lines was literally like creating lines through the waves. And so it just hit for me, because I understand it as straight lines when it comes to like the screens, only because I feel like we're so influenced and driven by these straight lines, because we're always looking at a screen, right? And this is how they're manipulating us. This is how they're getting us to buy what they want us to buy, to see what they want us to see, and to believe what they want us to believe. So, and it's been doing that for a long time. And me thinking of the perspective of like coming from like, damn, I'm understanding that these screens, the way they portray us, my people, niggas, and how they forcing us to portray ourselves, especially within the music industry, and all these videos that we're constantly allowing into our subconscious mind. Hello, good morning. And the videos that we're constantly allowing into our subconscious mind, which is then going to create a reaction in us to feel like this is okay to act in this way. Like, we are literally programmed. So it's not I mean, a lot of us are morally inclined, but a lot of us are morally like, that's like, code is breaking. I ain't gonna lie, like, niggas not even having morals no more, and people thinking it's cool and praising it because of what we're constantly putting in our minds. So it's becoming a normal not to give a fuck, and to be like, hell nah. For me, it's always a hell nah. Like, come on, bro, let's be realistic. So with that being said, I'm like, he's really like explaining how it's a science to this shit. It's a science to the manipulation, bro. It really is. And it's crazy because I understand it. And the way that I understand it is through a lot of experience and a lot of paying attention. And it took a lot of time for me to even just like, this page super old. But it's like, I don't even know how to tell y'all. But when the time comes, and I feel like the time is now for this. So basically, once I could find a page, I understood, because I used to go through cycles of depression, right? And in these cycles, like, I would literally find a way out. Like, I'll be good. I'm like God really gave me a way out through understanding Jesus and the grace that he gave us, and how I could just be happy. But then I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up the next day and I'll have the same reoccurring thoughts that made me sad. And I'm watching it. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, I was literally just good. How did these just come back to me? And the way that I was seeing it at first, I'm like, bro, these niggas playing with me. I'm like, these niggas playing with me, bro. They know that I'm getting better. They trying to bring me down. And it's true. But the thing is, what's really true is that biologically, you're going to keep running into this until you actually break through it, right? So it's a science to it. But my thing is, I feel like it's all intertwined. Like, they scientifically learn how to fuck us up. So now I'm scientifically learning how to unfuck us up. And I still got to find a page. But with this, understanding that loop, then I got deeper. I do a lot of drugs, so like my reality be distorting in different type of ways that niggas don't even like. They don't experience that because they get high and try to get lit. I be getting high and like diving into this shit for real, because it's like you dive deeper into your mind, into your brain, and if that's how they got us, I'm trying to see how to really free us. So let's talk about it after I say hello to these people. So in my being high, like, I will understand, bro, whatever I'm seeing is not just physical. Like, the way that this shit, nah, like, I'm just like, nah. Exactly. It's not just physical. It's real different. So I'm understanding more of it being more like a screen of space. Like a screen of space. And our minds are like the super advanced, like, intelligence that's creating this screen of space. But like, it's a 3D virtual thing. So it's like we feel everything is real, but at the same time, it's not. It's very much like holographic sound wave type shit, right? So I wrote this down. This is actually a screen of space. Not certain, but it's almost as if we're third dimensional conscious beings experiencing real life in 2D. Nigga, this was way before I seen a Terrence nothing. I knew the fuck. This like we're living life in 2D, but we're really 3D beings. And what he's explaining now in these videos is that we've been living and having these science. The science is just expressed in a two-dimensional sense, and it's a reason why it's two-dimensional because of the screen of space. But now we're getting deeper into ourselves, and so he's understanding the science behind the third dimensional shit, and that's what he's explaining, and that's what I'm understanding. And now it's getting exciting. Okay, so let's keep going. I can feel energetic limitation. So me talking about those loops that I'm going into, it's like they're trying to limit my thoughts, limit my shit. And it's very true. Like, even though it's some type of force in this world, whatever, it's actually like greater force. Really, like if you're trying to wake up as a god on earth, nigga, you have to prove yourself to be a god on earth. You feel me? So it's like I can feel the energetic limitation in this world, in this third dimensional shit. And it seems as if it's attached to the conscious collective's energy field. It's at the start of the loop. So it's like every time I try to like come around niggas regular, nigga, it's bringing my shit down. I just forgot what I learned because shit, I'm in the same type of frequency that we all in. And if we're all in it, then we're all in this low vibrational frequency. And me trying to rise and then trying to come around niggas, like, and shit wasn't like making sense for me as I'm trying to go up. So that's why, you know, where I be with the gang. Hold on, let me show my titles. I'm with the gang. Oh, they're not my turtles, but they're my friends. So, anyways, let's go deeper. Last night, this was on Christmas the day after Christmas 2022. Last night, I went higher. I did though. I grew past, bigger, beyond the collective, and was my own. I am like a USB inserted in a sick computer, but I carry the code that heals. I am spirit, no limit. Computers knows not. It only focus on core set, and that's the same thing with our biologicalness. So just like computers are ran, and you give something a code and you tell it what to do, and it goes and it does it. That's the same thing that our biological like cells do. So it's like if it only knows like, at this time I get sad, at this time I eat, at this time it's running that program because it's like that's just how God created it. But he created like that so that we go above our DNA, we go above the physical, and we begin to program ourselves. But these niggas out here trying to fuck us up already understood that because they had the science, they had the understanding. But the way that I did it is the science is like I wasn't in a lab trying to do it, nigga. I'm in my own lab. I know where it's at for real. You feel me? So it's like I'm just watching this shit and I'm like, man, bro, nah, we could rise, we could set our own programs, and in these own programs, bro, we have way much more power in our DNA and our melanin to really take this shit over. Niggas not really knowing how, you feel me? Niggas not really knowing, but I'll do it. So let's go. When man created a computer, he recreated his mind, his function of thinking, logic-infused machines. So now computer helps man understand self, another mirror of man's mind. Perfect. That goes into what I wanted to say. These screens, these two-dimensional things, they have, like I said, been portraying us in a way. So I'm like, okay, first we got a lot of like slave movies. We got a lot of like nigga shit going on in these movies. We don't got a lot of like ruler shit unless it's Wakanda Forever, which is cool, but like the Wakanda Forever shit is like on some fantasy shit, nigga. We're really like that, you feel me? Like, so all I'm saying is we need to put ourselves on this screen so this world can know who we really are, because what we've been portraying ourselves as, like, it's like that's who we are now, but like who we finna become and all that we really are needs to go all the way up. If this the graph over the past few years, nigga, starting today need to go all the way up, because that's who we really are. We're really gods on earth, and that's like in the most humblest way possible, like for real. So I'm understanding that, and I'm like, okay, The way that I understood this, though, is understanding that time is relative. I already knew this wasn't my first time here. I been knew it wasn't my first time here. Ever since I was young, before I even got into all this shit, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm watching all this shit, like, nah, this way too... I'm seeing everything. Even before I got into everything about learning about God and learning about myself, I just knew, like, hell nah. Anyways, so with that being said, time is relative. There is an Akashic Records thing. This Akashic Records is where information is really stored. So they're trying to store information in these books and in these screens and in these TVs and try to tell us who we are. Hello, good morning. But it's shit way bigger than that. Because if you sit down and you meditate, you could really know who you are above time, above all this shit. You feel me? So it's like the Akashic Records have it's a record of thoughts, events, like of thoughts. So if this not your first time here, nigga, you vibe out, you go higher. All your information that you put together before in your past lives, whatever, download that shit right here, right now. I'm telling y'all. And it's not just me, it's a lot of us. We on a whole different level with this shit. Like, but my thing is, though, if Jesus really lived, we got access to the Akashic Records through meditation and understanding. And Jesus really lived, we can tap into the true story on our own. That's all I'm saying. If you really wanted to know and you really was like seeking, that's why I say, bro, if you seek, you really searching, is you really gonna find it, because that's how we operate naturally. None of this shit is actually physical. So if you in the physical realm looking and thinking and only searching for one thing, metaphysically, naturally, supernaturally, that whatever you're searching for is gonna come to you if you're doing it with your heart. You feel me? So boom, keeping it going. I'm high as hell looking at the screen, and then my shit just start on some alien shit. I swear to God, my shit just start transforming into something totally different, nigga. My subconscious mind took over at first it started on the screens, then it went in real life. Then I was like, hell nah, bro, this shit way too real. I'm like, this shit way too real. So when it started with the screens, they telling me, and I say they because everything is my family. I believe that God has put so many of us as himself for all of us to help. We're all here to help. You feel me? So I'm looking at screens, and what it's telling me is like it's so many different like shits going on, but I'm understanding everything what I'm here to do, everything of how we've been brainwashed, how everything has happened. They gave me the beginning, they gave me the end, and they like, all right, I'm put you in the middle, go finish it. I'm like, dang, Jesus, this was the plan the whole time. And it's amazing though, and I feel like, that's a whole different story. I got a lot of stories, but I really wanted to just get niggas to understand and see, because I feel like God's finna take me on a different level, because I've been so in it, like I've been so dead ass about this shit. Like I don't care about a lot what's going on in this realm. I'm really trying to understand how we could change this realm all the way up, because it pains me to see my niggas at such a low level when we really like should be all the way up here carrying ourselves in such a royal way. Real royalty, true royalty. Niggas don't even know, bro. Anyways, I gotta stop saying niggas don't know, but it's true, they don't. It's like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, moral of my whole video today, and what I really want to say, is that everything is not what it says. I was saying. For real. 2D is, we understanding that, we throwing this shit out the window. And it's like 3D finna be so live, because you can feel so much more. Like, y'all don't understand. It's like levels to feeling. It's levels to everything. And so if we've only been understanding shit from a 2-dimensional level with all these straight lines, the more that we're consciously moving into the natural wave of life, bro, this shit gonna be a lot more colorful. Like, this shit gonna be way more vibrant. It's gonna be filled with shit that's like, whoa, I didn't even know we can do this. And I'm just excited, bro. I could feel the shift. She got a cross on her shirt. It say one body, and it's true. We're rising as one. We can't even be separated, not even from the white people. Like, we're all one love, gotta love us all, bro, because we are, like, God created us all. And you know what I'm saying? Good and evil, war had to happen. It is what it is. That's why Jesus came and died for all of us, so that we could all rise up again. We didn't have to leave nobody behind. He go and get the, if 99 niggas walking with him and one of them stray off, he gonna go get that one. You gotta respect that man. It is what it is. He's a real nigga. Like, he gonna make sure everybody's straight. So it's like, I'm just excited for the future, and I'm happy that I made this video, because like I said, a lot of these thoughts been like in me for a long time. But after seeing Terrence really speak on the fact that they had this 2D shit and that's what we learned in schools, and now he coming out with the 3D shit, and this is a black man speaking science, all type of patents, nigga, let's go. It's time. Let's go. Fuck it. Let me speak then.